Ang iba sa kalaman Tasya.
Verte!
Terence Crawford has reportedly joined Manny Pacquiao in training camp, offering both tactical advice and physical preparation as Pacquiao gets ready for his upcoming showdown with Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Body pride of the Philippines, hailing from Sarangani province. He has defeated 8 current Hall of Famers, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. He is the 8th Division World Champion. Please welcome back to the sport of boxing, the legend Manny Pacquiao.
Great job. It's a good day.
The two fighters, who were once intense rivals and whose potential matchup had fans waiting for years, are now working together in the same training camp. Instead of competing against each other, they're supporting one another, exchanging ideas, sharing techniques, and helping each other improve while pushing their abilities to the next level.
To a higher level.
Make sure that in your daily routine, training routine like that, make sure that all the techniques, strategy, combination, like, you know, it's accurate to your opponent's style.
Terence Crawford spoke highly of Manny Pacquiao, describing him as a once-in-a-generation legend whose talent, relentless work ethic, and incredible accomplishments have motivated fighters across the globe.
Right.
Hard work ain't never killed nobody. We working.
Max Kellerman suggested that Terence Crawford has now reached the elite status once associated with Manny Pacquiao. In his view, the two fighters are now at a very similar level, especially after Crawford's victory over Canelo Alvarez.
This is the situation, guys. No one has ever been a 4-division champion in boxing. Not a real one. Oh, Pacquiao won 8 and Oscar De La Hoya won 11 and this one won 15. No, I'm talking about Ring Magazine champ or lineal champ. You are the champion of that division.
Get them all.
Forever, the record was 3 by Henry Armstrong. Manny Pacquiao was the first dude to really win 4. Floyd gets credit for 4 for beating Canelo, but that wasn't at the junior middleweight limit. I don't count that. I don't count that. Terence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit 4-division champion in the history of boxing. And he did it by jumping middle. He came lightweight, junior welter, then he won a belt at junior middle, not the whole championship, and then skipped middle to fight Canelo Alvarez for the undisputed, for the Ring Magazine super middleweight championship of the world, and left no doubts, including with Canelo, who was all class after the fight but knew what had just happened.
Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao has reportedly been undergoing a demanding training camp as he prepares for his upcoming bout with Floyd Mayweather Jr. His preparation is centered on building strength, sharpening speed, and improving endurance to make sure he enters the ring in top condition. During training camp, Manny Pacquiao spends a significant amount of time doing pad work, refining his punch combinations while improving his timing and accuracy to keep each strike sharp and powerful. Manny Pacquiao shared that boxing remains his greatest passion. He spoke about how much he missed being in the sport and explained that he is fully committed again, pushing himself through demanding training sessions every day.
I mean, I missed boxing for 4 years. It's good for me, for my body, because I've been in. I started boxing when I was young, so good for my body to rest for 4 years, and then now I come back. I feel like I'm, the passion, the fire in my eyes, to work hard, like that, is still there.
This time, Manny Pacquiao believes he is entering the fight far better prepared. He feels confident that his experience and the improvements he has made since their first meeting with Floyd Mayweather Jr. will allow him to show a stronger and more evolved version of himself in the ring.
On that fight, way back 2015, I think we become mature right now, and how to handle it, and I hope that it will not happen again, the way it is last 2015. It's the experience is not really 100%, but I'm hoping for this time around, no more excuses, especially to my condition, and also for everything. I'm so excited and ready to the fight.
Manny Pacquiao also highlights the importance of consistency, making sure he approaches every workout with discipline. His routine includes stick drills along with intense conditioning exercises, all aimed at keeping him sharp and fully prepared for the challenge ahead.
We have 1, 2. Sakitnya terbesar. Untuk gimana? Very heavy place. Heavy place. Kuat pagi rencana ini. Pahubut cuma ini. Time.
Teddy Atlas offered a detailed breakdown comparing Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao, pointing out the strengths and weaknesses of both legendary fighters. He began by looking at age, noting that both men are veteran fighters at this stage of their careers, so he considered that category fairly even. Next, Atlas discussed overall wear and tear. Because of Mayweather's defensive style and ability to avoid punishment during fights, Atlas suggested he likely has fewer miles on his body, which gives him a slight advantage in that area. When it came to reflexes and timing, Atlas leaned toward Pacquiao. He explained that Pacquiao has stayed active and recently faced strong opponents such as Mario Barrios, which may help keep his reactions sharp. In contrast, Mayweather's long periods of inactivity could potentially affect his timing, particularly in the early rounds. Regarding punching power, Atlas noted that Pacquiao is naturally the heavier puncher, while Mayweather's size and physical strength help balance things out. Speed was another area where both fighters received praise. Mayweather was credited for his smooth movement and fluid technique, while Pacquiao was recognized for his explosive hand speed and quick footwork. Finally, Atlas addressed defense. In that category, Mayweather stood out as one of the best defensive fighters the sport has ever seen, though Pacquiao was also acknowledged for having solid defensive skills of his own.
I made a chart of advantages, disadvantages at this point for both these, these iconic fighters, right? At this point. All right, number one, advantage, disadvantage, age, right? I put even. They each get a check. They're both old, right? So that's number one. The number two was who's got less miles on the odometer. And because of the defensive style of Mayweather, I gave a check to Mayweather having the edge here. I mean, besides the Marquez fights, Pacquiao's been in some tough fights, right? Reflexes and timing and other boxing elements. Well, I gave the check to Pacquiao. At least he's had some fights, or at least one real fight, Barrios recently. And yeah, Mayweather's fresher, but inactivity could affect his time.
In terms of conditioning, Atlas gave a slight edge to Manny Pacquiao, noting that he recently went through an intense training camp with Mario Barrios. While Mayweather consistently maintains excellent shape, considering other factors, he retained a mental advantage because he won their first fight. At the same time, Pacquiao's recent activity helps keep him sharp and ready. Atlas wrapped up by highlighting that styles make fights. He acknowledged that Mayweather's defensive approach could create problems in the ring, but Pacquiao's recent experience and activity also play a crucial role. In the end, Atlas called the matchup essentially a draw, emphasizing that the details and nuances of the fight would likely spark debate and discussion among fans for years to come.
And
especially early in the fight. So next one, power. Well, the guy who's always been the naturally better puncher, not the naturally bigger guy though, so that equals it out a little bit, evens it out. The naturally bigger guy is Mayweather, but the natural puncher was always Pacquiao. He gets a check. Speed, who gets the edge there? Well, Mayweather always fast, always smooth, always fluid. And Pacquiao, I mean, tremendous hand and feet speed, foot speed. I give them both the check, no advantage. Defense, well, the forte and the reason he could fight so long for Mayweather has always been, he's been a wizard. He's been a defensive magician in the ring. I mean, Pacquiao gets hit more, but, he's a good defensive fighter. He's been great, but Mayweather's the man there. Conditioning. Hey, Floyd lives clean. He always seems to be in shape.
Added Oladipo raised questions about the ongoing focus on aging boxing legends, particularly Floyd Mayweather Jr., pointing out that by the time his next fight takes place, he will be nearly 49 years old. Oladipo argued that it might be time to let the younger generation take the spotlight, highlighting fighters such as Ryan Garcia, Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, and Teofimo Lopez, noting that boxing currently has a strong crop of young, exciting talent ready to shine. Regarding Manny Pacquiao, Oladipo acknowledged that he is in excellent condition, referencing his dominant performance against Mario Barrios. However, he expressed doubts about Mayweather's readiness, questioning whether exhibition-level fitness would be enough for a truly competitive bout. Oladipo also noted that both fighters are likely to earn huge paydays despite their age, suggesting that such matchups might feel more like glorified sparring sessions than serious competitive fights.
Like, when's it gonna stop? When are we gonna stop rolling out these old-timers? And Floyd is an old-timer, people. I think he's gonna be 49 by the time this fight rolls around. When are we gonna stop wheeling them out? Like, let it go. Let the youngsters come through and let them take the shine. Like, it's just getting... Honestly, it's getting crazy. And I say all this, I will watch it. Of course I will watch it because I'm a big Floyd fan and a big Manny Pacquiao fan. But, like, the youngsters need their time to shine now. We've got a good group of youngsters. I was in Vegas to watch Ryan Garcia. I looked around the ring. I saw Shakur Stevenson. I saw Keyshawn Davis. I saw Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez. Like, we've got a good bunch. Let them have their shine. Don't need to see this anymore. Honestly, I really don't. Manny Pacquiao is in great shape, right? We saw him against Mario Barrios. He could have been a world champion. We haven't seen Floyd for a while. Obviously, he's been doing his exhibitions. He always looks in shape.
Oladipo also discussed the emerging super.
Oladipo also spoke about boxing's rising stars and heavyweight prospects. He described David Benavidez as a powerful and aggressive fighter with several promising opportunities ahead, including potential matchups with Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev, which could deliver high-stakes, thrilling fights. He praised these young fighters for their fearlessness and their willingness to challenge top opponents without hesitation. Oladipo also highlighted exciting upcoming bouts, such as Inoue versus Junto Nakatani at the Tokyo Dome, predicting a sellout crowd. He touched on Claressa Shields and her continued dominance, while also noting the importance of British prospects like Conor Benn, who could play a pivotal role for promoters such as Sky Sports. Finally, Oladipo emphasized the value of strategically signing and developing young talent, arguing that boxing's future relies on giving the new generation a chance to rise, all while still respecting legends like Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao.
I don't know if this fight's going to be a 6-rounder, an 8-rounder, a 10-rounder. I don't know what size gloves they're using. I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know, people. I don't know. It is what it is. Look, maybe I'm putting too much stock into it. Let them just have their fight. Again, I do want to know what's going to happen with Provodnikov, Pacquiao. I'm guessing that probably is cancelled. Like, if you're Pacquiao, why on earth would you fight Provodnikov when you've got the Mayweather check waiting for you? And if you're Mayweather, same thing. Why would you fight Mike Tyson in the Congo when you've got the Pacquiao check waiting for you? And we are led to believe both are under financial strain. I don't necessarily believe that, but this will make them good money. If they are, they're going to walk away with a nice 8-figure check each for what will probably be a glorified sparring session. I know Pacquiao's spoken about in the last couple of days, so I'm going to take Mayweather's I don't think we think of it like that.
Paulie Malignaggi sees the upcoming bout as another high-profile payday, echoing opinions from the first Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao fight in 2015. Despite all the hype at the time, that fight didn't deliver the non-stop excitement many fans had hoped for. Instead, it unfolded more like a calculated tactical battle, a chess match in gloves, rather than a non-stop slugfest. Spectators expecting explosive action were often left watching a methodical display of strategy over raw aggression. Even though this new matchup is officially sanctioned and not classified as an exhibition, the focus on spectacle and entertainment remains impossible to ignore. Meanwhile, Manny Pacquiao, despite being older, continues to show impressive conditioning and retains the sharpness and speed that made him a global superstar.
That one was also a little bit too late, and they didn't really fight with that passion and fire. It was more like, I'll dance, you dance, and if nobody gets hurt, we both win, And that's not really what fans want to see. Having said that, the first time around was for the championship of the world. Floyd was champion. Pacquiao was challenging him. I think Floyd had the WBC title at the time, so on and so forth. And you know what I say about, and at the time, it was still a fight that was viable within the whole world landscape of the welterweight division. This time around, it's not really a viable fight within the landscape of the welterweight division, but it's like I always complain about Canelo. As long as you don't take the belts with you and hold them hostage, and the sanctioning bodies allow you to hold them hostage, I don't mind guys doing this kind of thing. Let's face it. Is it the only time we've seen this? We've seen this time and again. I mean, Leonard did the third fight with Duran and Hearns in 1989.
Manny Pacquiao still carries natural punching power that can be dangerous, especially when combined with decades of experience and disciplined training. On the other side, Floyd Mayweather Jr., celebrated for his defensive skills and ring intelligence, continues to move with fluid precision, perfect timing, and patience, qualities that have defined his career and allowed him to remain competitive despite his age. Paulie Malignaggi notes that while fans are drawn by nostalgia and curiosity, the matchup may ultimately lean more toward calculated showmanship than a non-stop, all-out battle. Both fighters remain highly skilled and in impressive condition, but the true allure of this fight lies as much in entertainment, legacy, and spectacle as it does in competitive intensity.
I mean, the rematch with Hearns and the third fight with Duran, I think those sold pretty good as well. People got into it. Were they kind of duds? Yeah. I mean, the third Duran and Laron fight at the Mirage, people kind of are probably more forgetful about it. But regardless, the nostalgia aspect of it, like the champ said, is going to attract people. It's gonna make people curious. There's also the aspect of it where the new fan base is always curious about the old-time fighters, which is why Tyson always gets views even today, because people are always curious about the Mike Tyson mystique, the Mike Tyson effect. So people that weren't able to be alive and wake up the morning of a Mike Tyson fight to know what that feels like, want to feel that today. I promise you, it's nothing like it was in 1989 with Tyson, no matter what you guys want to feel. But regardless, I think people get curious about that. And I think this is going to be sort of the same thing.
Max Kellerman recently shared his thoughts on the highly anticipated rematch between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao, offering insights that balance respect for the fighters with curiosity about the spectacle. Although Kellerman usually avoids commenting on athletes' finances, he acknowledged that given the stature and history of these two icons, the fight represents a massive payday. He hopes that if Mayweather decides to return to the ring, he not only delivers a memorable performance but also secures a financial reward that honors his legacy and allows him to retire comfortably. Kellerman also highlighted the unique dynamic of the matchup. Both fighters are legends with contrasting styles that have captivated fans for years. While age and time away from competitive fighting could impact performance, their skill, discipline, and experience remain extraordinary. Ultimately, Kellerman emphasized that beyond money, fans are eager to witness these two iconic athletes face off again, blending legacy, strategy, and the thrill of high-stakes competition in a fight that could once again capture global attention.
Very good, Max. Yeah. Are you skeptical about it, Shady?
That's one thing I don't do. I don't talk about no other athletes' money. I don't do that.
By the way, my hope is that Floyd isn't going broke.
So
if he is, that he makes all the money in the world for a Pacquiao fight and rides off into the sunset a rich man. I wish him the best.
I want to fight somebody. I don't care about the money and all that. People,
who you want him to fight?
That's not good with Pacquiao. Pacquiao just drew with Barrios.
And you see what he look like?
Yeah, because they're not on that level anymore.
What do you think's going to happen here, though? What do you think's going to happen in Mayweather Pacquiao? Are you interested in it?
Yep.
Is it a good fight?
Yeah.
I'll be watching.
Yeah, watch it. The first one was awful, but now they're 50 years old. Let's see it.
But why though? But you didn't like the first time they fought.
No, I didn't.
I'm not watching the second.
You didn't like that, Max?
No, the first fight.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
So when it wasn't grandpa's,
I know you
when it wasn't grandpa's,
by the way, that fight went more or less how I thought it would go. I always thought it would.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned. Until next. From the Boxing Today.